It's Saturday, November 22nd, and here's everything you may have missed in business and finance yesterday. It was again a roller coaster yesterday, but stocks ultimately eked out a win to close the week. Major U.S. indices finished broadly higher, reversing Thursday's sharp sell-off. The S&P and Dow were both up around 1%, and the Nasdaq Composite advanced 88 basis points. All 11 sectors of the S&P 500 closed higher yesterday, led by communication services and healthcare. Despite yesterday's bounce, all three major indices posted weekly losses. Now, this is the third straight weekly loss for the Nasdaq, which is now down around 7% from its October high. Every member of the Magnificent Seven, except for Alphabet, posted a losing week, with Nvidia, Amazon, and Microsoft seeing the biggest losses. Now, the main reason for Friday's rally was a dramatic shift in interest rate expectations. New York Fed President Williams, a voting member of the FOMC, said the central bank can still cut interest rates in the near term without putting its inflation goal at risk. This single comment sent bond yields dropping and instantly boosted market odds for a December rate cut to nearly 72%, up from just 39% the prior session. This pivot also sent interest rate sensitive stocks like home builders and small caps higher. The one potential hurdle still for a rate cut is the fact that the BLS announced it will not release the October CPI or jobs figures, leaving central bankers without key data for their December meeting. Stocks got an additional boost in the late afternoon, especially chip stocks, after Bloomberg reported the White House is internally considering allowing Nvidia to sell H200 AI chips to China. University of Michigan's final reading of its survey of consumers showed U.S. consumer sentiment deteriorated slightly in November to near record lows, as Americans worry about high prices, weaker incomes, and mounting layoffs. According to employment data released by the BLS, Americans with four-year college degrees now account for a record 25% of total unemployment, highlighting the slowdown in white-collar hiring we've seen this year. Bitcoin kept sliding yesterday, down over 10% for the week. The cryptocurrency has shed roughly a quarter of its value in November alone. In the backdrop, treasuries fell, hitting three-week lows, with the 2-year and the 10-year sitting at 351 and 406 at close, respectively. Oil prices fell after the U.S. pushed for a Russia-Ukraine peace deal, though losses were trimmed after Ukrainian and European leaders rejected key elements of the plan. In other corporate news, Eli Lilly hit a $1 trillion market cap yesterday after surging over 1.6%, making it the first healthcare company and second non-tech company to reach this milestone. This is all thanks to its GLP-1 obesity and diabetes drugs, Mounjaro and Zepbound, which now account for over half of Eli Lilly's total revenue, bringing in over $10 billion of its $17.6 billion in total revenue last quarter. The company is now valued at more than double its closest U.S. competitor, Johnson & Johnson. Another notable market cap event yesterday, Alphabet surpassed Microsoft as the third largest U.S. company by market cap.